What's up? I'm Christian, that's Corey, and we are Super Comic Guru 9000, and this is our review of Naruto 677. So, Infinite Tsukuyomi is being released on the world, and everyone is getting irate. That's pretty much what this chapter is about, but there's a lot more to it than just that. You have Swirly Zetsu releasing the person inside of them, and it is actually Yamato. Big surprise, right, Corey?
I didn't see that coming.
Yep, that's sarcasm, people. Okay, and then we have Tenten dropping like all these scrolls that have the Sage's weapons, like the banana fan and the big pot and all that other stuff. And she remarks that if I had a hidden cloud ninja, I could use these, but I don't know how to use them, and I could probably seal the tree away. Big hint there. I feel like those weapons are probably going to be like the Deus Ex Machina, as you say, Corey. Mm-hmm. Define that for people, because sometimes I didn't know what you mean when you say that.
Basically, a Deus Ex Machina is just basically the device that just sort of comes out of nowhere to defeat the bad guy. It's going to be how we're going to end the story quickly and swiftly without as little explanation as possible.
So those weapons could be that.
That probably is what they're going to be. It's probably going to tie into something even greater here. They're truly getting ready to set up the final battle here. I did like the fact that when Tenten dropped the scroll, she did mention that she's going to need some help from a cloud ninja. Who that's going to be is sort of up in the air at the moment. I was kind of hoping that it is Killer B. He's back! And this is awesome. I don't know if he's actually under the influence of the Infinite Tsukuyomi because he's wearing sunglasses and he's just sort of shocked by what he's seeing. I mean, if you saw a massive Rinnegan eyeball in the sky, you'd probably shit bricks too. But what I loved about this scene is that it made me go back and read, I believe it was 650, and it was the scene where Madara was absorbing all of the bijou at once. And you can even see in that one small panel, Killer B cut off his tentacle. It's just like that time when he was fighting against Sasuke, and this is just nice attention to detail, and this shows how he got out of this sticky situation, and frankly, it's just great to see him back. I love Killer B. If he is somehow able to get away from the Infinite Tsukuyomi, he needs to be involved in this final battle.
Yeah, and saying about the Infinite Tsukuyomi, everyone is getting caught up by this jutsu. Even Orochimaru, he finally gets Rinnegan, but, you know, he's under control of someone else.
That is so ironically hilarious.
So there's only a few select people that aren't caught in the Infinite Tsukuyomi. And that's like Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi, because they are shielded with Sasuke's Susanoo. He, like, creates a Susanoo blanket. You know, I bet that keeps you warm at night with all its evil. And it blocks the rays coming in. And then also all the Hokages that are brought back, they are corpses, you know, technically, so they're not getting caught up in it either. And they're just witnessing everything happening. And I find that interesting. They didn't get caught in it. And obviously, they're the ones that are going to help Naruto and Sasuke fight. Like, that's probably going to happen. But it's been shown that they're not very useful, unfortunately, because the main characters and the main bad guy are so OP that it, like, doesn't matter anymore that you're a Hokage.
You know, I can understand maybe why some people might even complain at this point that Naruto and Sasuke themselves are too OP, because their powers this week are insane. You know, not even just counting the fact that Sasuke is using his susano'o to cover up the Infinite Tsukuyomi, a technique that can catch you even in the darkest of night and in shadows. But did you see that scene where Naruto just created 6 massive Rasen Shuriken and threw them at the meteorites that were coming down? That was ridiculous.
And instantly. He didn't even have to build up.
No problem at all. Remember the days when he had to create a freaking clone just to do like one Rasengan? No big deal. Boom! Instant death. It is so freaking awesome. And that's what I also liked about this chapter. They managed to include just a little bit of action and some cool-ass explosions. And there was also that one scene with Madara, you know, he's all like, yes, the world, everything will become one! And below is that one panel with Lady Kaguya, and that scene can mean 2 things for me. That either she is literally possessing Madara, or this is just sort of a metaphor to show that he's basically just like her. He's going through the same thing she did, trying to take over the world with his eye rape and the solar flare ability. I don't really know what to take from it, because a lot of people are trying to theorize that maybe she is possessing Madara, maybe she is going to be the Penyu ultimate villain of the series, and sort of, you know, steal the show from Madara himself. I'm not really sure. I just think it looks cool because, you know, obviously they just sort of put her face perfectly where the moon is, and it just makes it look all ominous and evil.
Yeah, and then the last thing we saw of this chapter was, like, the, everyone got wrapped up. And then, like, these routes are going towards Mount Ninja more, as we call it, in the Leaf Village. And everyone's pretty much trapped. And the bad guys are winning, and the good guys are in a shitty position. Like, I don't even know how Naruto and Sasuke are going to fight, because they can't get out from under that like Susanoo blanket. You're like, well, how are they supposed to do anything right now? But Sasuke does comment that they're waiting for the tree to finish doing something.
We've also seen in past chapters where Madara was able to use his Susanoo to cover up Kurama. We've also seen that Sasuke has this ability as well, and we've already seen that it has the ability to block infinite Tsukuyomi. So what's to stop him from just wrapping it all around Naruto when he's in his Super Kurama mode and being able to fight against Madara? He'd still maybe have to cover the eyes of the creature, I'm not really sure, and they'd have to rely entirely on their instinct. But the fact that Naruto can sense all that stuff, and he has the Rinnegan eye, maybe they don't need to actually see to fight. But they're obviously going to get some help from the Edo Tensei guys too, so this final battle is going to be crazy. I can't wait to see how everybody's going to play a role. I think, really though, the most surprising thing for me is that Tenten is going to be really important, and I just did not see that coming at all.
We were like sitting there talking about this chapter, we're like, Tenten may be like the savior at the end of this story. That'd be ridiculous.
It's funny because, like, in the manga version of Naruto, Tenten is barely used at all. Like, a lot of those scenes that you saw in the first anime series, like in the Chunin exams, when she's fighting against Tamari and all that stuff, that's actually filler.
Never existed.
Never existed. But it's good filler. And, you know, I think the author likes Tenten. He's mentioned before in interviews that he's one of his favorite female characters to draw. And I think this is an opportunity for her to leave a massive impact, as well as a few other characters. So I loved this chapter. I thought it was awesome. If I only had one complaint, it's that there were some unnecessary panels. Just, you know, mostly people looking up into the sky. Look at that! It's the moon! Blah, 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 blah. But everything else was really awesome. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I have to agree. 9 out of 10 is right where I want to rate this chapter as well. And that's pretty much all we got this week, guys. If you would like to, please leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps us a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. All that jazz. And if you want to, you can even donate to the channel. We have a link below to PayPal. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until next time, Super Kami Guru 9000, out.